member than a transgender. Facts. From Thorny Switch, yep, I know teams hate when Kentucky and PLD show up in the competition. They get the benefit of being historical favorites. You're talking basketball there. From Ducking and Dodging, people are too paranoid about this. Maybe. From Grego, cheer dad of a champ. I can imagine, Thorny, some is still political. From, and you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show. From Grego, cheer dad of a champ. And trust me, Thorny, the ones of the past that I've seen wasn't based on race, strictly performance, and Savannah State killed it. Oh, they talking about cheerleading in the damn chat room. Yeah. From Sidney Jackson, if I had a business, I would close my bathrooms to the public. Yeah, but when you have a restaurant, you have to have a public bathroom in a restaurant. For places like that to serve the public, that serve food, you have to have a bathroom. And maybe, I don't know if you're talking about another type of business or what. Yeah, you have to have a public bathroom, bro. From D-Boss, agreed, it's more in the bill that's about some bathrooms. Come on, it's more so about religion and race as well. Yeah, and that's the part that he's talking about, that there's way more in this bill that serves to stop, discrimination than really, in relative terms, this small issue, in relative terms to the rest of the bill, of which gender people could use which bathroom. So I get that. I totally understand. That's why, when I hear this conversation, I understand that there's more about anti-discrimination on other levels and other aspects of life. This bathroom thing, because it's kind of titillating and because it's kind of sensationalized, this conversation, that's really been kind of like the talking points, but it's way bigger than just that. I do get that. I do understand that. From Barbershop Sports Talk Podcast, this opens up the door for more rape cases. From LLK3000 S-Wave, excuse me, misspelling, etc. I'm trying to work and text at the same time. From Clay Doug Hancock Davis, you can't close your bathroom if you own a business. No, you can't do that. I knew that wasn't the case. From Thorny Switch, this is backlash stemming from the advancement of gay rights. Many people don't like it. I would hate that that's really what this boils down to. Once again, let people live and let live. I don't care anything. I don't give a rat's ass about what anybody else does in their own private time. I've always been that way. When you started seeing openly gay people out, that's a change that we've all lived with for our entire lives. When I was a little boy, you really didn't see that. And, I'm from a small country town. You really didn't see that. More and more, and you live in the city, you just see it. And it becomes kind of like a normal day of life. I mean, it's nothing. They're not doing anything to you. From Clay Doug Hancock Davis, you can't close your bathroom if you own a business. I already read that chat message. From Sidney Jackson, sounds like the Kings are packing it up for the season. What, did they make another trade? And you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show. Let's see. From Grego, cheer dad a champ. That's crazy, Thorny. Kings cleaning house, getting rid of all distractions, it seems. I haven't seen it. I'm looking at the at ESPN.com. I'm also looking at CBS Sports. I haven't seen anything else outside of the proposed deal for DeMarcus Cousins to the New Orleans Pelicans. Maybe it'll appear here in a second. Somebody in the chat room can tell me. From Thorny Switch, yeah, Doug, the silent majority does not like the fact that gay marriage is legally protected by the federal law. Just the fact, sorry. From Clay Doug Hancock Davis, like I said, I expect lawsuits to come out from this bathroom bill. Oh, yeah. From Easy Does It X Squad, they have been using bathrooms for years without anyone getting involved. Like, that's almost part of it as well. Like, just like somebody said earlier, if you think that you've been in a bathroom as a man, if you're in a men's bathroom and you, at one point in your life, whether you were at a sporting event with 1,000 people in the bathroom or whatever, and there hadn't been a transgendered person in the bathroom with you at the same time, you're crazy. Same way, vice versa. Like, I really believe that at some point in every woman's life, because think about it, transgendered men that dress like women and identify themselves as being women, they dress like a woman. And unless they come in there and have a conversation with a deep-ass voice talking to the women in the bathroom, you would never know. So, it almost comes into mind, or not almost, it does come to mind, this is very political. Why is this even that big of an issue on the board right now? Why even bring it up? And I wonder if the transgender community made this an issue, made this a topic. I wonder. And I don't know the background of the bill and this legislation that's trying to be passed or has been passed in North Carolina and trying to be passed in Texas. I just don't know the background of it to that degree. But it's very, very interesting. And LLK3000 in the chat room on Spreaker.com, he says, in that bathroom bill, they were trying to make it legal for restaurants, stores, etc., to turn people away for reasons they deem to be justifiable. Exactly. That's what I agree with the bill on. If you're talking about trying to turn people away because of religious affiliation, because they're, a race, or because they're transgendered, or their sexual preference or whatever, no, that's wrong. I totally agree with that. If that's what this bill is, and the bathroom conversation is just a rouge for the real conversation in some of these very conservative Republican type states like North Carolina, like Texas, then that is wrong. And I'll fight with them and agree with people trying to pass this legislation in whole. It's just the one part that I don't agree with. I don't agree with legislation to openly say that a man, whether he's wearing a woman's dress or not, can openly go into the bathroom with women. I don't agree with that, period. That's it. From Thorny Switch, Matt Barnes has been waived, Doug. Oh, they waived Matt Barnes. I mean, Matt Barnes owes Methuselah anyway. That ain't no big deal. Matt Barnes, that's not a big story. It's not even showing up on the headlines for ESPN.com right now or CBS Sports up until the time I'm looking at this. Matt Barnes. I mean, he was a good Laker for many years. Thank you, Matt Barnes. Yeah. From Sidney Jackson, if you don't want me in your business, I will happily spend my money elsewhere, enjoying going out of business. Very true statement. I've said that many times over the last couple of weeks. I'd never go anywhere where I'm not wanted anyway. So this wouldn't even matter to me in the first place. If you want to enact the law, and I guess it's wrong, in general it's wrong. This is in the 1960s. We don't have segregated bathrooms. We don't have segregated water fountains. And it seems like part of this is trying to go back to that time in this country's history. Yeah, that's wrong. But at the end of the day, it wouldn't bother me at all anyway if they were some lightweight laws enacted to discriminate against a certain amount of people, because I'm not going in there anyway. Fuck you. You will never see me just casually walk into a known honky-tonk, redneck type establishment just to hang out and have beers with the with the patrons. You'll never hear me doing that. Nah, I'm good. I just go down here to JR Crickets or Applebee's and hang out with the brothers. We good. From Coop in the chat room on Spreaker.com is very similar to the way segregationists obscure the interrogation of schools, saying next we would want to marry their women. Ugh, that's extreme. But I hear you. From Ducking and Dodging, they had to get rid of him because they traded away 2 players and got back 3. They have to even up the roster. From LD, working from the D, Kobe was scared of Matt Barnes too. Kind of, sort of. Matt Barnes was the toughest light-skinned dude you'd ever meet in your life. Or at least he talked a good game. I don't know if Matt Barnes could actually fight because he never really got into a fight that I can remember. Matt Barnes would always just woofing at people, always screaming at people. He'd make you think that he was tough, kind of like a peacock. He'd, flail out his feathers or whatever, and you get scared or you would back down or whatever, and you wouldn't fight. Matt Barnes punked another dude. From One Chance by Honky Tonk Town, you mean Boston or a New England Patriots pep rally, Doug, right? Right. From the 47th problem, gay rights isn't anywhere near the civil rights fight. Right. I also have a problem with that. And always the argument in the comparison to gay rights and civil rights when you're talking about black people in this country. They're two different things. They're apples and oranges. I'm not saying that they don't have a fight. I don't say that gay people don't have a fight for equal rights in this country. But I think that it somewhat demeans the fight of black people in this country for 400 years. It does. It kind of makes smaller the gargantuan effort in this country by black people just to be treated equal. Right. Like, I don't think gay people, lesbian, bi people have the same issues and have had the same issues to the degree of black people in this country. I don't believe that at all. From the 47th problem, from Thorny Switch Clay, with some people it is very obvious. From LK3000 S-Wave, he says, you hit it on the head, Doug. They want to go back to legal segregation, make America great again, code for segregation. Right. From Andre Elam, Doug, they changed the name of the JR Crickets on Campbellton to the Sandtown Pub. You can go back now. That's funny. So what Andre Elam is referring to, and you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show, it was about a year and a half ago. I attended a fight party at that JR Crickets over there off of Campbellton Road, over there in the Swats. And because I actually helped promote it for the bar, because, they were playing music before, in the rounds, between rounds, and after the fight, an older gentleman there that paid his money to just come and see a fight, and that's it, got mad at me and wanted to fight me. Right. He got mad at me and wanted to fight me because we kept playing this rap music between the rounds and before the fight and after the fight. And this 70-year-old dude stepped to me in an aggressive manner, like he wanted me to put my hands up, And I didn't do that. And I guess Andre Elam saying I haven't gone back because I'm scared to see this cat in the streets again. Whatever. Right. Whatever, man. That's funny. From Sidney Jackson, there's a pizza place in Memphis called the Italian Rebel. They have a Confederate soldier painted on their sign. Needless to say, I will never frequent that place. Yeah. Yeah, if your sports bar got a big-ass rebel flag in the front, trust me, you ain't never going to see me in there. And I'm good. You never going to see me in there. Let's get out of here. Yeah, you never going to see me in there. Trust me on that. All right, let's get out of here, man.
When Tupac was around, he wanted to raise a nation of thugs. But, I think it's only right for me to raise a nation of bruhs.
Yeah.
Frank Cole, Ernest Jess, Oscar Cooper.
Yeah. Welcome back to the Doug Stewart Show. Oh, good little post here from my man Coop. He says, totally agree. Gays have never been denied the rights to vote, etc. But there are some parallels. There are some parallels, of course. Discrimination, that's the parallel. Yes, I understand that. But please don't get it twisted. Please don't be one of those people that equates the civil rights movement to black people towards gay people in this country. Please. And I mean, I don't even want to make it a superficial commercial type thing. Oh, we suffered more than you. No, I don't want to even make it that. I mean, that's too petty. But no. Hey, thank you so much for joining me today on the Doug Stewart Show. Hey, shouts out to my producers, Waterhead, Walter, Poe Politicking, Dwayne Vassan, Gerald Oliveri, my engineers, my man Pink Gator for this hot track.
The greatest rap on the planet Earth.
Yeah. And shouts out, man, to all of the Stewies. Without you, there is no me. Thank you, thank you, thank you.